Hey, my name's Joel, and in this video, I'm gonna be unboxing this extremely powerful air duster from Jufinx. This is the X301 model. They have several different models. This is one of the larger mini dusters that they have. These are all the rage right now. You can do so much with them. So we're gonna take it out of the box. I'll tell you what comes with it, what I think of the way it's built, and I'll give you my honest opinion after we put it to the test, because we are gonna put it to the test later in this video. So make sure you stick around. As I'm unboxing it, I'll also remind you to leave a thumbs up for this video if you find it useful, because that really does help. Okay, so now we've got the box open. First things first, you have your instructions here. Don't throw these away. There's a lot of useful bits in here about how this operates, how it works, and what to do if you have any problems. You just pull off this foam front here and everything is protected. Oh man, this is super cool. Look at how big this thing is. It's probably the biggest mini duster that I've seen. I love the form factor. Truth be told, I got it out of the box before I shot the video and just held it in my hand and said, this is probably the most ergonomic mini duster that I've had. Most of them are very small, but this holds in your hand really nicely. We'll get to the unit itself in just a minute. For now, I'll just set it there, but I'll point out some of the other things it comes with. You have several different nozzles right here. This is kind of a flat nozzle for cleaning, kind of a medium nozzle. You have your USB cord, which is USB-A to USB-C. And then on the side here, you have a little box that is marked. What's it marked? Cleaning set, gift. Oh, it's a gift. A gift for me. I'm guessing this is probably the bag that comes with it, because most of these, yeah, it is. Most of these come with a bag of some sort. So we'll take the box and put it over here. We'll get this out of the way. And actually, it's got another nozzle, the long nozzle. I rarely use that long nozzle in the other blowers that I have. Oh yeah, and it has this nice brush set. So this is if you're using this to clean and detail in a car. These little brushes are gonna help you in that job. So they kind of go hand in hand, where you're brushing stuff out of a crack with these brushes, and then you can blow it away, get it out of the area with the blower. So this is just kind of a complementary brush set to go along with your blower. And it's got a nice velvety case here, or should I say a bag. It's got two drawstrings on top. Let's just stick it in there, make sure it fits. Yeah, it does. There you go, fits nicely. And your little nozzles are gonna fit in there as well. So let's take a closer look at this. I'll jump to the other side of the camera, then we'll take it out and test it, see how powerful it is, and see how long this battery lasts. All right, so let's take a closer look at this Jufinx X301 air duster. This one, look how ergonomic this is. Such a nice feel in the hand. It feels like this power button is out of the way. In some other Jufinx blowers, I found that my hand rested right on that, so that was a negative. This is not the case here. You've got several different buttons. Let's take a look up close. This is the battery release button right here. So you press this, and then you can take this battery pack out. I'm really impressed with the removable battery pack. Not something that I've seen from other mini blowers, and if you had a couple extra batteries, would really make it easy. If you look down here, there we are. Look down here on the bottom, you'll see a USB-C chargeable. You can keep working if you had a couple of these, throw them in, and they just load up like a magazine and a gun. I mean, look at that. Love it. Love the way they go in there. And just love this styling. Futuristic, it's got kind of a translucent cover on the top over the Jufinx logo. Then on the back, this is your power button. Hold it to turn it on. And you got 3 lights. Those are not battery indicator lights. Your battery indicator lights are down here on your battery. So 4 battery indicator lights were fully charged. These are power level lights. Tap it to go down. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. And when you're on the highest level, level number 3, this is a trigger that you can simply hold and at will use the air. So you press, you got air, let go, and it stops. Press, let go, stop. Really responsive too, right? If you go down to level 2 or 1, this becomes a power actuator. So it's not a trigger. You press it once and it just keeps running. Then you press it again to stop it. Same with power level 1. Press 1 and then press 2 to stop. To me, this lowest level, like a lot of the other mini blowers, doesn't do anything. Maybe the second level would be useful if you didn't want that much intensity, but truly, when we're trying to blow stuff out, we want this third level we want max pressure, and we're gonna test this out because I'm really impressed with how much air this thing throws around. It's quite a lot because it's really between a big air duster and a mini duster. So it's right in between, got more power, more battery life. So let's go ahead and check out the nozzles right up front so we can see this kind of mid nozzle we have right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off so I don't actually accidentally turn it on. You have kind of a quarter turn locking system. So you see how it locks out there, quarter turn, and just kind of comes out just like that. You'll see the front of the duster there. Then you can take your other nozzles. So this is kind of a mid-level nozzle, but it's more narrow. So it's about the same as that first nozzle, but it's a little more narrow. See how the holes are a little different size? This is a smaller size. So mid-level distance and more intense. I like this one for cleaning out the car. Quarter turn off. Then you've got another mid-level length, but it's flat. And these go on a specific orientation, so they click in and are straight like that. This is a really handy one to kind of sweep things around, flat surfaces. Also handy in the car. And then your third, or actually fourth nozzle, is the long, narrow one. This one is really great for getting down into crevices. It's got a long nozzle on it. Don't use this as much, but when you need it, you really want it, and it's really useful. So those are the 4 nozzles that comes with it. I'm gonna put the standard nozzle back on here. Whoop, there we go. Standard nozzle back on. Then this is your USB cable. Nothing special, just A to C for charging. And this is your travel pouch. Now it's got, I mentioned, it's got a brush kit inside. So if you were detailing a car, you could be brushing things out with one of these, blowing it off with the blower. They kind of go hand in hand. So it's a nice little brush kit. Has tons of brushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna call that a 10-piece set in here. So handy that they gave it to you. Little velvety pouch. You see this kind of velour. It's got the Jufinx logo on the front. And if you take the fan, it fits in there along with all of the nozzles. Nozzles are going in, brushes are going in, everything's going in. And you can pull your little drawstring. See how nicely it all fits in there? Got these little plastic tops on the drawstring. Yeah, there you go. Now let's take this out and put it to the test in the real world to see if it's actually useful. All right, let's do some power testing on the blower itself. Now right here in front of me on the table, I've got some puzzle pieces. These are like wooden puzzle pieces, a little thicker than normal actually. I thought they'd be a good representation for a controlled area rather than blowing grass around. So let's go ahead and turn this on. And we're all the way up, we're on high, and I'm gonna go all the way down just to start on the lowest setting so we can kind of see what that does. So this is low. As I said earlier in the video, low's not gonna do much. I'm not really impressed with what that can do, and I'm not sure what you would actually do with that in a real world scenario. So let's go on up to medium here. There's medium, step number 2. You can see that was a little bit better. It actually moved the puzzle pieces around. So let's see what we can do on high. All right, I've kind of reorganized everything in the center here because I'm expecting it to just get blown away. We're on high here. We're gonna pull the trigger, see what happens. Yeah, you can see pretty easily that moved those things around. Not much of a challenge for high. So I've got another little challenge where we're gonna get some pool balls out now and see how it moves these pool balls around. So let's go ahead and get it cleaned up and ready for that. Wow. That's pretty impressive. I mean, it moves those things pretty efficiently. Let's go down to setting number 2 in the middle, see how it does with the balls. Yeah, no problem moving them, but you can just kind of see the difference in speed. It barely moved them at all. It was a very gentle roll. Now, just for fun, let's try out the lowest setting, see what that does. Yeah, I mean, basically nothing. I moved it right up next to the balls and it could barely get them off the line versus turbo high, which is pretty much able to bounce it back and come back to me. Obviously, high is going to be better, but I think the low setting is just kind of worthless. It's not going to do anything for you. Couldn't move puzzle pieces, couldn't move a pool ball, but that's really impressive. Let's see if I can make. I mean, even from halfway across the table, the turbo setting, the high setting is able to move those balls wherever it wants. So I think this is really great at the high end and really kind of useless at the low end. So just keep it set to high and you should be good. All right, so there you have it. It's the Jufinx X301 Mini Air Duster. This one is really impressive, guys. I have looked at a lot of these this summer, probably 5 or 6. This is probably the most impressive one yet because of the size, because of the removable battery. That is something I have yet to see anywhere else, the removable battery. And I haven't checked on it, but if you could get a couple more of these and just hot swap them, feels like a cartridge in a gun, like a magazine, like bam, blow. It's awesome. So if you had a couple of these, you really could just keep working, keep a couple charging, and keep swapping them out. So check it out for yourself. I really think you're gonna like this one.